Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hello to all AFM students who are progressing towards June 23 exams. I am Hussain Qazi and have been engaged for the facilitation of the subjects SBR, AFM, NFM since a long time, that's about 1.5 decades. I do conduct series of webinars to support to the students for the exam to develop the right direction for the success of exam. So for June 23, it's now time for the webinar series. So the prime objective of the series of supports and the webinar series, the prime objective is to support you for the success of the exam. And the success of the AFM exam based on two things. Number one, hard work to cover the entire syllabus content. Simultaneously, smart techniques of the practice exam. Smart techniques, including time management, drafting techniques, professional skill marks handling. So smart techniques and hard work, both are equivalent. The ingredients required for both things, that's hard work for coverage of syllabus, smart work for the exam techniques. If any of the things are missing, that's not possible for you to get the success of the exam. So this series of webinars and other supports provide you the guidance to qualify the exam. Inshallah, may Allah willing. Candidates, the very important thing is that you have to engage with me through the WhatsApp group. So whenever you are watching this video, so below the video, the description of the with the description of the YouTube, the WhatsApp group link is available. You have to click the link and join the WhatsApp group. Then you will be able to get in touch with me and able to get all the materials, the series of videos and other material as well. That's the very important thing. So that's the first thing. So now, before start any technical aspects, some important soft aspects that should bear in your mind. Number one, the very specific target point from now you must have to bear in your mind. Today is 17th of May 2023. The very first thing, that exam date is 9th of June and the day is Blessed Friday. Number two, remaining weeks 3. So don't be panicked. 3 weeks enough to cover the things accordingly, including hard and smart techniques. Number 3, there are 5 syllabus contents to cover. Number 1, advanced investment appraisal. Number 2, acquisition merger. Number 3, business reorganization and financial reconstruction. Number 4, financial engineering. That's called forex risk management, interest rate risk management, and swaps. Number 5, bond valuations and other theoretical and more topics like dividend policy and securitization, more things. So you have to split the syllabus content in these 5 areas and cover the things accordingly. So 5 syllabus contents. You have the practice question with the CB format available. The relevant questions are available since September 18 to December 22. That's almost 11 exam papers. So for these 3 weeks, you have to focus for these 11 past exam papers. 11 past exam papers having 11 50 marks question and almost 22 25 marks question. Plus, congratulations, ACCA has published the June 23 mock exam. So I will provide the debriefing of that particular mock exam, don't worry. But I strongly suggest once you cover the syllabus with the hard working and with the smart techniques exam, with the smart exam technique, the 11th attempt, first attempt 11 AFM pass exam questions, then you have to attempt the mock exam with the exam conditions. What does exam conditions matter? How to attempt the mock exam, we will discuss later part of this video. Okay, so first the target point. Number two, sir, we really wanted to get the success. So what are the elements to get the success? Two things important. Number one, syllabus coverage. Number two, exam techniques. Coverage, 100% syllabus coverage is important, but don't emphasizing that for the sake of coverage of syllabus you must consider I must be a master of the subject during the coverage of the syllabus. No, just get good enough knowledge of the syllabus and then apply good enough knowledge over the exam question with the exam technique. So syllabus coverage with good enough knowledge of entire syllabus plus learning the exam techniques by applying the syllabus coverage over the past exam questions. So these two ingredients actually generate the result of AFM exam success. Okay, sir, your series of sessions or your supports called AFM talk and exam support webinars. What insight with your webinars and with your supports? These six components, I have a I have a mindset about these six part of the support to you. Number one, first of all, the very first thing with that particular video emphasizing about bridging the expectation gap. Bridging the expectation gap. Number two, my focus area is smart techniques. Number three, bridging the expectation gap. Number two, drafting plus professional skill marks techniques. Number three is smart exam techniques. Number four, AFM practice question grid I will provide to you. Number four, June 23 mock debriefing. And number six, regular WhatsApp interaction. Join the WhatsApp group. These six things you will get from my support or from my webinars. That's a point. Okay, the first thing, sir, that is about bridging the expectation gap. What does that mean? Bridging the expectation gap. Students, you people must have to aware that one thing is that the perception that's in the mind of students related to the subject, but your perception about the subject is equivalent to the examiner expectation. If not, so that means your preparation, your practice, your direction, it's not toward the exam success. Actually, your preparation, practice, all must be parallel with the direction of examiner expectation. So always do the preparation and practicing the question according to the examiner expectation, then you will be able to qualify the exam. So that is what this slide means. Your exam preparation and revision must be equal to examiner expectation. Must be equal to examiner expectation. That is the theme of the discussion called bridging the expectation gap. So with this discussion, bridging the expectation gap, we will cover the things that you have if you are preparing the subject, if you are going to review, right now reviewing the syllabus area, you are practicing the syllabus area, you are practicing the questions, you have to cover the things with this expectation of the examiner. So with this discussion, bridging the expectation gap, number one, what inside the syllabus we will discuss. Number two, I will provide you the revision guidance with this discussion. Number three, what the diagnosis of AFM exam means whenever you are attempting the question, how much part theory, how much part calculation, how to invest your time for calculation, how to invest your time theory, where you can save the time from calculation and invest that time to the theory. That's called AFM exam diagnosis. And number 4, how to handle the exam. That's called smart exam techniques. So this is what the theme of bridging the expectation gap. And now we will discuss one by one. The first one is syllabus insights. If, for example, if you start going to revision of AFM for the sake that if you are going to revise your syllabus, make a revision plan for the AFM March 2023, what the key points you need to consider? What the key points you need to consider? First of all, you must have to bear in your mind what are the core syllabus areas of the syllabus. Core syllabus areas. So first of all, before start the revision, you have to highlight what are the core syllabus areas. There are 4 syllabus areas in the syllabus. 4 syllabus areas in the syllabus. Number 1, advanced investment appraisal. Number 2, financial engineering. Number 3, acquisition, merger and more. Number 4, role of senior financial manager or role as a senior financial manager. These are the 4 core areas of the syllabus. And I can say this is what the umbrella of AFM. This is the syllabus umbrella of AFM. The very important thing, don't make a mistake that you just cover the limited area of the syllabus. No. Examiner particularly state that first of all, the first very important thing is that we expect from the student, from the candidate, that during the exam, they perform in a manner that the student have covered all areas of the syllabus. So these are not the selected area of the syllabus. These are whatever these 2 slides that are the complete areas of the syllabus. So first of all, you have to split your revision part in the 4 components. Okay. Number 1, the advanced investment appraisal, including what inside the investment appraisal, that's NPV, that's APV. Number 2, either NPV or APV, that's foreign investment appraisal. Number 3, BSOP, real options. Number 4, MIRR, duration capital rationing. Number 5, WAC and the complications, including beta complications or beta calculations. Risk and uncertainty, sensitivity analysis, value at risk, more and more. That is first part of the syllabus area. Another part of the syllabus area, that's the terminology I've used here, financial engineering. You can say that risk management. Financial engineering include forex risk management, interest rate risk management, swap, and the bond valuation. That's the second area of the syllabus. Third area of the syllabus, that includes, that's all these things are one. You can take all these things are one, although it's a very broader area of the syllabus, but consider all 3 things in one area. Number 1, acquisition mergers. Number 2, business reorganization. Number 3, financial reconstruction. That's third area of the syllabus. And the 4th area of syllabus, that's called the role as a senior financial manager, that exclusive the theoretical area. But don't ignore that. You people invest very limited time with the role of senior financial manager, but I must say you have to cover this area of syllabus with full throttle, with full potential, including ratios and trends, dividend policy, transfer pricing, financial strategy, means mode of financing, business and financial risk, strategic issues of the multinationals, agency problems, management appraisals, free trade, trade agreements, international financial markets, ethics of financial management. You can consider as a checklist. You can consider it as a checklist. That have you covered the role of senior financial manager with all these contents or not? So if you are going to start your revision matter or the last month working for the AFM, first of all, make it clear that this is what the syllabus area that you have to cover. Number one. So all clear till now? Can you please reply me? Your participation is very important. Even you people uh, are not able to take the live session, but you people are part. If you people are watching the video on my YouTube channel, I must say that if you have any question, you can ask me. The WhatsApp group that we have already made, webinar, AFM webinar March 23 by Hussain Qazi. You have to join, and the admin also sharing the message here, the WhatsApp group. You can ask the question with that particular WhatsApp group. After the today's session, I will open the session for all, but do remember that the session is only available for student interaction, for productive discussions, not for the marketing purpose. So that's the point. So first of all, the syllabus area. Number two, another point. Yes, another very important point. If you're going to start your revision for the last month, the very first thing, you must be motivated that you have to reach towards the success. Means your focus area is the success. But what is the equation of the AFM exam success? The equation is that be committed, be motivated, that you have good enough knowledge of entire syllabus, good enough knowledge, plus exam technique. So equation must be balanced. If you just put with this equation the knowledge but not the learning of exam technique, you are not able to qualify the exam. If you just learn the exam technique by solving the past papers, but you left some knowledge area of the syllabus, that's also not a part of the success. So be careful. At the time of revision, ensure that you have covered all the syllabus areas. And number two, whatever the exam technique you have learned during your regular studies or whatever I suggest here, you have to apply these exam technique with the exam condition. So practice the questions with exam conditions or exam simulation. For example, if I suggest you something related to investment appraisal and today's webinar is over and I suggest you one question to attempt. So one thing is practice and another thing is practice with exam condition. What you should do, you have to maximize the practice of latest exam question with the exam simulation. Assuming exam simulation, exam condition means you must have to open the system, shut down your mobile, avoid all distraction, fix the timer. For example, 25 marks question, fix the timer of 45 minutes or 50 minutes, and assume that you are sitting in the examination hall and start. Irrespectively, the question at the end of the question, either right or wrong, assume that you are sitting in the examination hall. So that exam simulation is very important. Sir, how much question should we practice with the exam condition or exam simulation? I strongly suggest from September 18 till December 22, September 18 till December 22. You need to attempt as max as questions as you can. And you people know very well that AFM exam structure has changed since September 22. Two past exams questions are available, September 22 and December 22, with the new structure including professional skill marks. December 22, all the exam questions I will attempt here, but the September 22 exams questions you have to attempt with the exam condition must. But this is not over. You have to practice more and more questions previous. Even ACCA also published the practice exam questions, so-called with practice exam questions with professional skill marks. You can retrieve from the CB format and attempt it accordingly. That's important. Okay. So first thing is, with the revision guidance, the very important, have to cover the entire syllabus area. Number two, learning techniques, and all these things you have to apply. You have to apply in a manner like exam condition or exam simulation. Okay. Number two, now this is the right time to accept the realities. It's not a dream. I know that every financial management or every AFM student has a dream that my exam having majority must have the majority of calculation. But this is not reality. Approximately 55% theoretical and 45% calculation. You can observe there. This is a real fact. I have made a diagnosis for you people. This is what about the diagnosis? Diagnosis related to theory and calculation. AFM December 22 exams. Actually, you people know very well, total 80 technical marks that you need to attempt, right? And 20 professional marks. So total 100 marks exam, yes. But actually you need to attempt 80 marks and incorporating the professional skill marks with that 80 technical marks. That is the point. So actually you need to attempt for the 80 marks. That's, I can say that 80 marks is the cake, and icing on the cake is a professional 20 marks. With December 22 diagnosis, with question 1, examiner asked calculation 16 marks out of 40 technical marks. But theory here, examiner asked 6 plus 18. Means out of 14, 24 marks theory. For question 2, 20 marks, 10 marks calculation and 10 marks theory. For question 3, 20 marks total, 12 marks calculation and 8 marks theory. In totality, out of 80, 42 marks theory and calculation 38. That means 53% of the proportion it's theory. This is eye-opening for you. This slide is eye-opening for you. And at this point, you just close your eyes and just recall whatever you have performed till now for AFM. Just close your eyes and recall whatever you performed till now. Have you really invested same proportion of time with theory and calculation for AFM exam or for the AFM practice or preparation? Reply me. Yes or no? That you have invested 53% time theory and 48% time for the calculation. Have you done the same? Nopes, nopes, nopes. If not, this is a time to open your eyes. This is the time to open the eyes. Accept this reality. From now, you have to start your revision or start your working for the AFM in a manner that almost 55% theoretical aspect and the 45% calculation. Your preparation, your revision, your exam simulation must be with a motivation of theory and calculation simultaneous. That is the first thing. Number two, accept another reality that examiner will ask 80 technical marks and 20 professional marks. 80 technical marks and 20 professional marks. And mark my words, it's not, in fact, it's not my words, examiner words. If you just attempt 80 technical marks, for example, one of the student attempted 100% accurate 80 technical marks and not attempted the 20 professional marks. Not attempted the 20 professional marks. You will not be able to pass the exam. Examiner particularly mentioned that we not only expect that you people are technically sound, but also the professional marks, how to handle the professional marks, that's also the key point. So both are important. Do remember 20 professional marks, it's not something extra to write. It's not something extra to write. That is the part of technical marks. That is the part of technical marks. And one more blunder you people do. You normally, what you people say is that we will cover first the technical marks, then at last 10 days we will cover the professional marks. No way, this is wrong. Practice the question in a way that you are also practicing or working of technical marks simultaneously, the technical marks. Professional and technical marks practice must be in a simultaneous manner. That both of things are important. That's the eye-opening point. So this is another important point. This is another important point. So so can you please reply me? Is this clear with this slide? Okay, next point. Okay, now how to cover the technical and professional skill marks. A brief view. Do remember that these sessions are just for practice session. These sessions are not for the purpose that we will discuss something to develop the concepts or develop the things accordingly. By the way, about professional skill marks, a detailed video available on the YouTube at my YouTube channel. After some slides, the link also available. You can get the video accordingly. But here, a quick briefing I am giving to you how to handle the exam question. So here I am discussing that how to handle the AFM exam answer or how to handle any question during the exam, including professional and technical marks. Now listen carefully. The very important thing. Invest your exam time. Number one, the very important thing. Whenever you are making the revision of AFM, you must have to clear in your mind that if I'm going to attempt the question in the examination hall, the time I will invest classified into two parts. The time you need to invest classified into two parts. Number one, the first part of your time that you will invest is a planning. Before attack, you have to plan. That's a key point. Without planning, if you directly start the question, you will not be able to perform your exam according to examiner expectation. So important point is that during revision sessions, during exam condition practice, during exam simulation, you have to practice the question in a manner that first I have to plan my question and second then attempt the question. Plan before attack and then war. Ideally, examiner mention 20% of the time related to 20% of the time related to 20% of the time related to plan, 80% of the time related to war. That's attack. That's important. That's very much important. Let's take one example. For example, if you are attempting a question of 10 marks question, for example, if you are going to attempt a question of 10 marks question, 10 marks question means 8 technical marks and 10 professional marks. 8 technical marks and I'm sorry, this is not 8, this is actually 2. Typo error. 10 marks question, 8 technical marks and 2 professional marks. Now, how any of the student, how to handle that 10 marks question? Now listen carefully one by one. Number one, the first thing is that you have to cover, that is called the time management. If you are going to attempt the question, that's first thing you need to cover, that's called time management. Time means invest the planning matter. Number two, the marks management. Whenever you are going to attempt any question, you have to think about that. How much time I need to invest? First thing, that's time management. Number two, what the material I have to write in the answer. That's the second point. So first thing is time management. Number one, do remember that you have total 180 minutes. 3 hours means 180 minutes. And you need to attempt 80 marks, not 100. 80 marks. So if you divide 300 to 80 marks, for each mark you have 2.25 minutes. Game has changed, my dear. Game has changed. You have 180 minutes for 80 marks. So it means 2.25 minutes for each mark. For 10 marks, you have 22.5 minutes. First thing. Number two, for 10 marks, how much how much marks do you need to attempt? Number one, technical and professional. Technical and professional. But do remember, actually professional marks is a part of technical marks. It's not extra. For example, if examiner, there are 4 components of professional marks. I will let you know about the professional marks. One moment. Number one, time allocation. For time allocation, you have to invest 20% time for the planning, means 5 minutes, and 17 minutes for application. So you have to invest 5 minutes at any cost. 5 minutes for any cost about the planning, what to write, how much to write. Now, listen, watch the slide at the lower side. Marks management. Marks includes 2 things. Technical marks, which means how much to write. How much to write means according to the marks. If someone say that with this question, how much we need to write? So you must say that there for 8 technical marks, I need to write 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 well explained point. Okay. Number 2, what to write? First of all, think that how much to write, how much points, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points. Then what to write? And what to write, you need to identify the technical points. Point number 1, point number 2, point 3, point 4. And very important point, first of all, identify technical points. Then think about the professional skill marks. Professional skill marks. Let's say for example, there are 4 to 5 technical points you have identified. You have approached 5 technical points. Point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the technical points. The technical points are the cake, but professional marks is actually the icing on the cake. Icing on the cake. Let's apply the complete slide with the exam question Robson. I'm not discussing exactly about what Robson inside. Robson is a question of APV with the comments. Total 25 marks. Technical marks 20 and 5 marks professional. Robson part A, listen carefully. Robson part A, 13 marks question, part A. Part B, 7 marks question. Here we are discussing part A. Part A, APV calculation 10 marks. Out of 13, APV calculation 10 marks. And comments 3 marks. Professional marks. There are 5 professional marks. But this professional marks include part A, part B both. Professional marks includes, for part B, there are 3 components. Although there are 4 professional marks, but for professional marks, 4 different professional skills required for part section A of the syllabus. I will discuss that point later with the webinar. But for 25 marks question, only 3 professional skill marks required. Analysis evaluation, skepticism, commercial acumen. During the question, I will discuss how to handle this. But initially, just a quick review. So there are 3 professional skill marks. Sorry, professional skills required here. So this is the 10 marks question. How to handle? Number 1. For APV calculation, examiner spot highlight 9 technical marks and 1 professional marks for 10 marks question. 1 professional marks for analysis and evaluation. What does that mean? Analysis evaluation means whatever the calculation required, you have to pick the calculation from the question and use the spreadsheet. So do remember, professional skill marks, it's not only for theory. Professional skill marks also for calculation. If we are working with calculation, so taking the data from the question and using the spreadsheet function properly, we will be able to get out of 5 1 professional skill marks. And that is the part of analysis and evaluation. Can you please reply me? Is this point clear to you? Professional skill marks not only related to theory, but also the calculation. If we are using the right data from the question and incorporating in the right manner with the spreadsheet using the right function, we will be able to get 1 or 2 marks of the spreadsheet. That's good. Do remember, here mentioned shortcut function. For NPV, for IRR, for BSOP calculator, the shortcut functions using examiner saying that the student must have a command to use the shortcut function. For example, if you can use the IRR with the shortcut function, but you are not using the shortcut function, instead you are in a detailed working to calculate the IRR. Examiner will deduct your mark, because professional accountant must have to show the ability that I can use the spreadsheet function, Excel function. Shortcut function, shortcut workings. That is the point. So this is what about the analysis evaluation, and this is the part of technical marks. So at last, I just say here one important point. Professional marks is actually how well or how professionally you are attempting the technical marks. Professional skill marks means how well you are attempting the technical marks, including the guideline of analysis evaluation, skepticism, and acumen. That is the point. If any of you required an in-depth knowledge about how to handle the professional skill marks videos, how to handle the professional skill marks, use this link. And also subscribe my YouTube channel, where I have uploaded more videos about with the exam question. For example, Robson question, another one question related to the communication matter as well. So you can subscribe my channel, so you can get more videos related to how to handle the professional skill marks. So is this clear, all of you, right now? Yes, all the material will be available on the WhatsApp group.